Look, in this Christian life, in this Christian journey, it's easy sometimes to feel like a hiker climbing up a steep hill. We often feel like quitting or going back down the hill, feeling like we don't have the answers, being at the end of our rope and feeling exhausted. We easily get distracted, and oftentimes we feel lost. You are not alone in that. As our coach, as our guide, the Holy Spirit helps us stay on the trail, gives us water when we're thirsty, rest when we're tired, and sometimes a kick in the pants when we need it. Last night I was watching a race called the Western States 100. This happens out in the California areas of California. Western States 100 is a 100-mile race. It's a run over 100 miles. It's crazy. You guys know I love to run, but I ain't doing that. But it's 100 miles, and it's fun to watch, believe it or not. And watch these guys. And what happens in this is those that are competing at the highest level, they have what's called a pacer with them. So someone that runs alongside them, helping them keep their target pace, and then they trade them out every 20 miles or so. They switch them out because, most people can't run 100 miles, right? So they take them out and they get a new pacer. That person is there to drench them in the water when they need it, to help hand them the bottles when they come into the rest stations, and again, to help them set the pace. You and I don't have a pacer that needs to be traded out. We have the Holy Spirit that lives in us, guides us, indwells us, so that we might do the purposes and the will of our Father in heaven, if we will listen, if we will follow that guide. And it is a privilege. It is a privilege for you and for me to have God Himself indwell us, to spend time with us, to be near to us. But I wonder how often in our spiritual lives we slow down long enough to just pause, to close our eyes, to be still before the Lord, before the Holy Spirit, and say, thank you for being near me, being so near me that you are here. You indwell my heart and my mind. Sometimes in our lives, we have to slow down long enough to look. It's the old saying of stop and smell the roses, right? Because these things can pass us by. We fail to see their beauty, the simple gift that they are. This past spring, I got to really see that in a very tangible way, right outside my window, my house. In our basement, right underneath one of our windows, our porch comes out there, and the porch is covered, and there is a nest where birds made their home. And they put it right up on a little post, and it's right underneath the porch where it stays dry, and so they're protected. And we kind of had a nice long spring this year, and so from the beginning of spring to here at the end and the beginning of summer, I got to watch two different bird families having their birds. Two different bird families came and used that nest, and I got to watch these little baby birds, hatch and come out, and they're doing all their cute chirping, and mom's coming back and forth, and dad's flying around protecting stuff and buzzing your head when you go outside. It's all part of the fun. And I got to watch that with one round of birds, and then I got to watch it again with a whole second round of birds that used the same nest and raised up, and those babies just flew away about a week or two ago. And I remember as I was standing there at the window, I was like, thank you. Thank you for this little gift. It's so cool that they've chosen this space. How much more so should you and I give thanks to the Holy Spirit that He is willing to indwell us, to be our guide, not just for a season, not just as we look out a window or enjoy some brief moment in time, but every moment of every hour of every day, every second of the life that we get to breathe, the Holy Spirit is in us if we follow Jesus. And he's leading us and guiding us and showing us how to do what Eric talked about earlier, which is to live in holiness, to be more like our Father in heaven. I pray that we will be open to the Spirit's guidance, that we will work on our relationship with him by simply working on knowing him more, listening to him more. The most important work I believe the Holy Spirit does as well is to draw you unto himself and to salvation found by the Son. If you've not yet given your life to Christ, and if the Holy Spirit is speaking to you this morning, don't wait another day. Don't wait any longer. Hear the voice and follow. Obey. Make Jesus Lord. He is Lord, but it's up to you about what you will do in your choice to follow him, to give him your life, to remember that Jesus paid it all truly for you, for your salvation. If you've not yet done that, we invite you to that decision today to join Christ, come to him in faith, be baptized to him, in him, and be a new creation, receiving the gift of the Holy Spirit. What an unbelievable indwelling. I pray God's blessing over each of you and whatever decision you might need to make.